Flying in Nashville today. I've got a few spots that I have planned that hopefully I can get to all of them. I made a video and put it on my YouTube a little while ago. That was kind of like stock video, just of some different spots downtown. And so I want to do that again, but midday lighting instead of sunset lighting. I put this filter on the lens of the camera. You can see it just like pops off there. And it looks like that. So it's called an ND filter. And basically it's been explained to me as like sunglasses for your drone. Basically it makes the videos in the daytime look better. So first spot is Nissan Stadium where the Titans play. So there's the stadium and I'm just parked in front of these cones. So I hope that's okay. The city's kind of behind it. So I'm hoping that'll make for some cool shots. Got some cool shots, maybe have about 75% battery left. So that went well. I had a couple security guards come up to me and they just wanted to know if my car was mine. And then I had another guy, security guard, come up on a golf cart and he let me know that you can't fly a drone there, which is not true legally. We just talked about it for a minute and he was a really nice guy. And I was leaving, I had already landed and everything. But it's important for, if you're watching this and you have a drone, to know what you're allowed to do and what you're actually not allowed to do. Most of the time, if it's a security guard or a police officer or something and they tell you to get out of there, just leave and don't make a scene, even if they're wrong. I use a couple apps that help me. One is called Aloft, and then another one is called Before You Fly, and the 4 is the number 4. And those will tell you if there's restrictions in the area or whatever. So like the spot that I'm in right now is just across the border to where it's within the like boundary zone of the Nashville airport. So I'm gonna have to request permission to fly here. They automatically give it out in this area up to a certain height, so it's not a problem. But anyways, I thought that was important to say. Know your rights, but also be polite. Spot number 2 is, and you can't actually see it over the trees, but it's just a bridge, the Korean Veterans Bridge that goes right into downtown. So it's not too far from the stadium, but I think it'll make a couple cool shots. So I'm just posted up with my car right here. I'll just be sitting on my car getting this. So I took a little bit longer at this spot than I was originally planning on because I'm gonna have to pay for the parking. Ran down the first battery that I've got, so I've got one more, but I got some shots of the bridge. You can see it a little better now. And then some of the city too. So we're gonna head to the next location and see how long we can last there. And hopefully find some parking that's free maybe. For an update on the parking situation, I did not find free parking. So I think I'm gonna spend most of the rest of my time at this spot and make it worth my while. Maybe one more spot after this, because it's gonna be like 15 bucks. So I used up this battery, so I'm gonna pop that out and get us a new one. And oh, the spot that I'm at is cool. It's pretty downtown esque. I've got the Batman building right there. So that'll be, that's just the mandatory downtown shot when you're getting stock footage in Nashville, I think. But something important to know when you are flying around a downtown area is that you cannot fly over people or moving cars or anything like that. It's not allowed by the FAA. There's one drone, to my knowledge, ever been made that has just explicit permission to do that. It's not the drone you have. It's not made by DJI. So in general, best practice, you can point the camera straight down and look and see if there's cars or people walking under you, then wait, and then you cross the street or whatever. And so I'm just gonna be basically staying over this area, maybe like the building next next door, but not crossing any major streets or anything, and then I don't have to worry about it. And if I do cross streets, then I'll point the camera down, just take a look around, see if anybody, wait for the traffic to stop basically, and then navigate through there. So it's pretty simple, but that's the best way to do that. That went really well. So I got some shots that I'm pretty excited about. One thing that I did think was worth mentioning when flying around the Batman building, it's taller than 400 feet, right? I don't know how, like 700 or something like that. In the US, no matter where you are, 400 feet is the maximum altitude that you can fly, unless you are within 400 feet of a building or structure that's taller. So if the building's 700 feet, then I could go up to 1100 feet. The rule to know with that though is that it doesn't apply for controlled airspace, so like around an airport or something. But the Batman building is far enough from the Nashville airport, and it's probably 700 feet or something like that, so I could go up higher just as long as I stayed close. I couldn't like go back too far or anything. So that's good to know. If you have any questions about any of the information that I've given, or just curious about other drone stuff, whatever, I don't have all the answers, I don't know everything, but if you have any questions, leave a comment and then I'll try to find the answer if I don't know it. But I studied for a while for the test I took for this, and so I know a decent bit. That spot went well. I'm at the last spot. I've got about half battery left. This is Union Station, so I'll show you what it looks like in a second. Some of my favorite shots from Nashville I took here. Last time I was here, there was a train that was pulling through. Right now there's one on the tracks that stopped, but if you can get like motion in the shot with the building in the background, that's really cool. So I'm gonna hope for a train to come through. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. So that's Union Station, and I think I hear a train coming, so I'm gonna try to get up in the air. Finished with this one. So I got a couple of shots while the train was still here, so I'm pretty happy about that. This little guy is pretty much dead, so we're gonna call it a day. Again, I'm taking these videos and putting them on my YouTube just as stock videos. So if you're interested in checking those out, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it or were curious enough to make it this far in the video, then that means a lot, honestly. So thanks for watching.